All right, let's get into the topics for tonight. Okay, so the first topic is snitching. The reason why I came up with the snitching is because my little cousins, like something happened. One of them went to go tell, and then the other one was like, "You snitching," and I'm like, "But isn't that like how our parents raised us to like tell what's going on?" You know, the only time the snitching in the household, the only time the snitching comes in play is like, you know, when the other person don't want to get in trouble. But when you take it to the streets, that's a whole different element, you know. And then of course I've been watching First 48 laid up in the hotel and stuff. So First 48 first part, you be like, all right, I'm just gonna watch this episode. The next thing, and then I'm going out to the hot tub. And the next thing you know, you be like, you 3 episodes, and you be like, 7
episodes later, like,
yeah, and you be like, damn, it done closed already. I just go to the hot tub tomorrow, you know. But
let me watch another episode since I'm stuck in the house.
Right. So how do y'all feel about snitching? Like what is it? What's your definition of snitching? Your personal definition? Like,
I mean, snitching is like, ain't nobody guess what my background is, so I'm trying not to move too much. But snitching is like, you know, it's telling stuff that shouldn't be told, I guess. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's something like, God damn it. Like, snitching is basically just, you know, you telling.
Okay.
But I don't think I was raised to like not snitch. I don't think I've ever heard anyone like an adult get mad like because their child kept, you know, telling on to someone till I like went to South Carolina for like the summers and stuff. Like that's when
you heard it.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
The funny thing is, well, it was, I mean, when I lived in Connecticut and when I lived in I moved to South Carolina, in the school system, snitching is like darn near glorified. Like if you're getting bullied or if you have a problem, you come tell me about them.
I think that's different. That's why we need to talk about this, because that's different though. Because when there's some bullying going on, like that shit done turn suicidal. That make people.
Well, no, definitely. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I feel like it was glorified almost, like, you know what I'm saying. But it's still, you know, I guess to some people, it's still snitching instead of handling it yourself. To some people, you get what I'm saying?
Kashana said family versus the streets. Can you go more in depth about that in the comment section? What do you mean by family versus the streets? I kind of think you know, but I don't want to assume anything. So because like, of course, when it comes to family, to me, if something happens, you know, like, oh, somebody touch you or somebody doing something inappropriate, or, you know, like come and tell, you know. But when it's amongst the siblings, and you go be like, oh, Cortney didn't brush her teeth and she's already in the bed, you be like, you tattletale, like, you know, stuff like that, you know.
Maybe it's more so like just to me the definition of snitching is really like Cortney said, something you don't even really need, like it, like the person might not even get in trouble and you still tattletaling them. Like so is
there like a tattletale? Because like what y'all two are saying to me, like you don't need to say it, but you just say it anyway. I think that's more tattletale. I think the snitching thing probably might be more street, like you did do some illegal stuff and then somebody go tell, but all y'all was involved. Now you like, oh, not everybody in trouble just because you got caught.
When you talking about the streets, man, they're just talking about like, okay, I'll give you a scenario. Y'all got some pounds in the trunk of whatever kind of drug. Y'all got some pounds. Y'all get pulled over.
Pound cake.
That's why I said some pounds in the trunk. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe snitching is like when you tell an authority figure, whether that's like
to keep yourself out of trouble.
Not even that. Like maybe snitching is telling an authority figure something that I don't know. Maybe it's like telling an authority figure something that didn't need to be told. Maybe like for your own benefit or whatever.
You got caught up.
Yeah, and
that's what I said, to keep yourself out of trouble.
But you putting other people in it though. Like just make up a whole lie or just be like, listen, I didn't have that many pound cakes in there.
Let's just say that's the reason why people that should be away for a very, very long time
come home early
because they become informants. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get the whole mole, the rat, snitch. That's all the same definition. And op, you know what the young kids call it. You know what I'm saying? Like yes, definitely. Like Kashonda said, there's a code in the street. You just don't snitch. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like repetitive though, Kashonda. Like it's repetitive. Like, you know, if I was to do something, I would do it by myself. Like, you know, people gonna tell like who's solid. Like, let's say all three of us, right? Like, we in a clique, we in the I've Noticed podcast clique, and so we go into Walmart, and you know, we stealing like audio equipment or something, you know, for the upgraded podcast. And so I get caught, but y'all two got away at the self-checkout line, but I get caught. Like, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, okay, well, Cortney and Daniel was in it too. No, like, first off, y'all just put money on my books and just keep on with the podcast.
That's what it is.
Like,
free my homie. You know what I'm saying? Before the podcast start, free my homie Ashley. We'll jump right into it.
Oh, and then I want some t-shirts, you know, not with the angel wings, you know, but just free my homegirl.
Free my homie, bro.
I hate those shirts. I hate the free, because you know that they did something wrong. Why are you talking about some free? Like,
that shit pisses me off. That pisses me off so bad. That's why, like, you know, I don't want to go too in depth about what recently happened with the lady that, you know, got found in Marion County and stuff. But I had to say, I was like, y'all bet not. I mean, of course y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, but I'm like, y'all bet not say hashtag free that boy, because you know he.
Oh, with the old old lady. Oh,
yes.
Yeah, okay,
you know,
okay,
but
yeah.
I can't say you know he did it, because everybody is innocent until proven guilty in the eyes of the law. You know, so I'm gonna say that
for certain things.
You know, but I'm just like, bro, come on. And then my thing, like, I'm like, if you're that unhappy with life, like, kill your own damn self. Like, God, like, why would you? I stand on it. I stand like, why would you take somebody's mother, grandmother? Like, did you see the bond hearing, the live bond hearing? Like, they couldn't even talk without crying. Like, that shit had me. I was just like,
yeah, she don't bother. And I mean, come on now, she 80-something years old. Who she bothering? Come on, dude.
Nobody. Probably.
That's what I'm saying.
It was so sad.
I agree with that statement completely, because if you get to the point where you feel like you gotta buy a gun and shoot something, shoot yourself.
Yeah, you commit suicide. Just why you want to take somebody that got nothing to do with what's going on in your life,
right?
Or none of your problems. Like, took her from her whole family. Like, it was like Easter coming up. One of her son's birthday. One of her two grandchildren are graduating from high school. I'm like,
yeah,
that lady cut short for your financial gain, or what type of mental illness you have, or got to be some type of mental illness for you to do something like that. Like, and then it got so bad to the fact where I was like, it made me start talking crazy. And what I mean by talking crazy was, I was like, why he just couldn't rob her? What the fuck do I sound like saying? Why he just couldn't rob her? But it was my thing of like, if you was gonna still do something like illegal,
leave her alive.
Yeah, like, at least leave her like just rob her, leave her on the side of the road. But the way people was describing her within the community and stuff, because Leroy, he did a candlelight visual for her. They was just like, she was just like a nice, sweet person. She was a school teacher for over 30 years. You know how school teachers are. You know, like, they're like sweet. You know.
Yeah.
It's times like that, situations like that, where like I really want to know what that person was thinking. Like, I be wanting to go and just be like, let's sit in the little visitors room and just be like, yo, like, what was going through your head? Like, she's 80-something years. I think she was 87 or something like that. She was in her 80s. I know that.
I think she was 80.
Yeah, like, come on, but what did she possibly do to you to make you want to take her life?
Yeah, nothing.
Like I don't condone nobody taking nobody's life, but like, I can understand somebody like me taking somebody my age's life over some beef or something like that.
Even that's still reckless.
That's still reckless, but you get what I'm saying though. Like, it's no sin is bigger than the other, but it's still like
exactly. Yeah. But I get what you're saying, and when you mentioned the beef part, people are cowards. You know, they're criminals and they're cowards. And what I mean by that is, like, they don't just walk up to the person that they got beef with, or the ops, as they like to say, and then do what they gonna do with them. They like to do the shit from afar. Like, they like, if
the way they don't get their hands dirty.
Yeah, like but when you're doing it from afar, you hitting innocent people.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I don't understand. Like, like, guys always be like, you know what it is, bro. Like, you know, I mean, you know what I'm about. No, the fuck we don't. Like, because you're doing it from afar. Like, just do the shit. I don't like it. Like, that shit, that rubbed me the wrong way, like, so bad. I was like, oh my God, that is so sad. You don't want nobody passing, period, but like, just so close to the holidays, and she was old and innocent, and but so yeah, so the snitching. So let's get back to the snitching. So I guess what we got two types of snitching. We got, I guess, broken down to tattletale. That's within the family. That's some innocent shit. And then you got the snitching, like, you know, the street stuff where people was involved in the crime. Somebody got caught.
And
they don't want to
like
be
a canary.
right. They don't want to just they do the crime, but don't want to do the time by themselves. My thing is like, and maybe I'm thinking about it too logical because I'm a numbers person, a financial person. If you tell on everybody going to jail, who the fuck gonna be out to be like, to put something on your book to it? Like, somebody got to be out. Like, we need to make a pact before we go do this. Like,
and most people think, and it's not necessarily like, because I watch a lot of First 48 too. Okay. And what you will notice is it really, I don't think people really have the intention to snitch. No, well, nobody has the intention to get caught, but once you get caught, I don't think anybody has the intention to really snitch until they start seeing them charges built up against them in that time that they're facing. And them cops, they'll be in the interrogation room like, you know, you're facing 30, right? If you tell me who helped you, that's gonna knock you down to 15. So yeah, everybody's still going to jail, but like the way that these informers be thinking is, oh well, I'm gonna get less time for putting half those charges on somebody else.
But that's the thing though, like I'm 35. We've all seen cops. Now we got First 48. We got NC. Like, we see people going to interrogation room. We know the tactics of the person. If anything, I'm just like, call my attorney. Where's my attorney? Like, I'm not saying nothing. Like, I want whatever happens.
But a lot of times, I'm not defending no snitch because I don't condone it. But a lot of times, man, like that interrogation room, yeah, you think you can say that until you get up in that mug. And then you like, man, like my freedom is going. I need, you know,
but he did that though. You knew that though, like you knew.
Nah, I feel
it's like doing a crime is just like a relationship. You gotta communicate. Like, I know people gonna be like, actually, I won't do no crime with you. You talk too damn much. Listen, we trying to get this. If we get caught,
see what happens.
What we gonna do? What's the plan? Like, what's the aftermath? If somebody get caught, are you telling? Like, are you? Because, and if you tell, like, I don't know. I think
a lot of people don't think that far ahead when they'll have this mastermind plan together of how they're gonna hit this lick, right? But they don't think about what happens when things go sideways.
And you know what? It pisses me off, especially like when it comes, because robbery is always money. And people, like, what really pisses me the fuck off is like, you just robbed the place. Why are you in the strip club throwing money? Why you
like them dudes that got that armor truck in Darlington them years ago? You remember that?
Oh yeah.
These dummies, you gonna successfully rob an armored truck, successfully rob it, and then you gonna go with the same marked bills to the same strip club in the area, and then you're gonna go to a dealership and pay for a brand new Cadillac Escalade with the same money, cash. The dealership is in the area. What kind of sense is that?
I always used to joke with my coworkers. I'm like, we can rob a bank. Like, we can get away with it. We just got to be in Argentina in 17 hours after we do it. Like, I'm so serious.
But that's the thing. You gotta, when you do something like that deep, which I think will prevent some people, like, let's just say we're all intelligent here. The reason why we probably wouldn't do a crime like that is because you got to give up. You got to give up a lot of things that you care about. Like, you can't contact your mom. You got to disappear.
Yeah. So
that's why, and that's what's so crazy. I think you have more than one, but I'm just going to narrow it down to two types of criminals. Like, you got the ones that is family orientated. So they got to talk to their mom. They got kids. They got, family, whatever that they want to speak to. And then you got the ones that just want to floss and, which, going back to what Danielle said, like, why would you do that? Like, it makes no sense. You got to damn near getting away with it. But
I watch too many crime shows to do that in good conscience. Like, I watch too many crime shows. I still think whoever wrote Set It Off, whoever wrote that script is genius. Because they have foolproof that plan with, even though like stuff went sideways, that was really a foolproof plan. Like, really and seriously.
You know what I said? I know with Cleo and Jennifer. You know, one of the things I said I want to do is go back and watch Black movies, because now that I'm an adult, like watching as a teenager, you like, oh, that was good. But like now that I'm like can think for myself, like I want to go back and watch Black movies, like because something like that, like I need to go back and watch that, even down to like Brothers and matter of fact, I just saw what was it about
Four Brothers?
That the Wood. Like I need to go back and watch like a lot of Black movies. Like, you know, they're so
good and they're so. And
when I say Black, I ain't talking about no Tyler Perry shit. I'm talking about
you don't
pre Madea. You know,
you're muted.
I can't go back and watch movies because I done got my Black card revoked plenty of times because there's a lot of movies I have not seen.
Well, Cortney, what you really need to do it in, like we need to have like a girls weekend so we can just, you know, so I won't even talk you through the movie. I won't talk because I hate watching TV with people like that. But, oh my God, okay, this is the best part. Watch this right here.
Yeah, we was watching about
Moesha.
No, we was doing that when we was watching about the 5 guys who got convicted of rape, but they didn't do it. How they see
when they see us.
When they see us. Remember we was watching that and we was talking.
I don't remember.
But that's a conversational piece though. Like that particular series is really conversational.
Well, I would say like you talk sometimes, but it was me and the demon child that was talking most of the time.
The demon child. Oh Lord.
I most definitely don't remember that now because I blocked all that shit out. But anyway.
Not the demon child.
Coming to a theater near you. He thought Chucky was something. Okay. But all right,
tell me the story. I'll write the script now.
Okay, so Kashonda said it's a mental thing being in that interrogation room. I don't doubt that. Like I totally believe that because they have you in there for hours. You know, it's cold in there. Like
you don't eat, you don't drink.
Well, you know, they offer it to you later on down the road. You know, you know,
only because they have to.
Yeah, and then they be like, "Want a cigarette?" I don't smoke, sir. You know, but yeah. So I'm kind of gonna. So I think we all agree. Like, so what's your final thoughts on snitching on Cortney?
I'm sorry. Like, what do you mean? Like, I still think what snitching is what I think. Like, what do you mean? What my final thoughts are?
Like,
should you snitch?
Yeah, like, are you feeling like you agree with it? Like, hey, okay, I know we did the crime, but I don't want to do all this time by myself. Like, fuck that.
I don't agree with it because I feel like if I'm gonna commit a crime, like regardless of like maybe it's not like a bank, but you know, if I'm gonna steal, you know, whatever, if I'm gonna commit a crime with other people, I feel like I would have that conversation. There's no way I'm not gonna do something like that without having that conversation. I wouldn't be in that position.
The aftermath, like that's why I'm like, listen, I understand when we get the money, but after that, because like I'm probably gonna I don't want to pretend to be a criminal because like my mind go like I'm low key like a writer my damn self because I literally was gonna be like, because if y'all start spending the fucking money, more like being flashy and stuff, some other shit going down, you know.
If I were to be in a position where I stole a whole bunch of money, I'm not staying in the same spot I am. Most likely, depending on how much it is, I'm out the country. I'm not.
So what's gonna happen if you don't make it that far though? What's gonna happen if you get caught?
I'm not. I truly believe.
I'm talking about for the sake of the question, Court.
But that's the thing. My mind can't even conjure up like if I get caught.
I see that. Okay.
So me and Daniel are safe because you're not going to get caught.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like if I was going to do something like that, I know in my heart, like if I committed to it, I'm not getting caught. I'm going to be, especially like it's a large amount of money. I am going out the country within the next 17 hours. I'm not even kidding you. I'm gonna be out the state in the next 5. Like, I'm not
out of here. No, I agree. I'm the same way.
So you telling me you could drop everything? Ooh, this is good. Like, if you had to take people with you, would you take people with you? Like, if you could choose like 2 or 3 people to take.
I need time first. That's
what I'm saying. If I committed to that, I'm already thinking of that. I'm literally already thinking of that.
And whoever
I'm not taking nobody with me though, because I know nobody is as strong as me when it comes to that cutoff shit. Because I know a person will be like, I miss my friend. I gotta call, and then you done fucked us up. Now we in Argentina, like now they know which beach we on. Now I'm locked up. Now I got to do the I'm legally blind. I can't see. Like now I'm on TV and shit. Like because you want to make a phone call, a long distance phone call, because you missed somebody.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. If I was gonna text, let's say I stole a whole bunch of amount of money, right? And the people that I want to take with me, the 2 or 3 or whatever, and they didn't know I was gonna do it, I would not tell them anything until I was out the country.
Yeah. But even still, I would need time. I would need time to get stuff straight. Like, you're not coming with me right now.
Their liability.
But isn't that even worse though? Like you didn't tell them that you're about to commit this crime to make sure y'all financially straight for forever. Then you do the crime successfully. Y'all fly out.
For all they know, I could have hit the lottery off a stack.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. So you're saying you're not gonna tell them at all, period.
No.
Like
that's literally
so you're saying like so you're gonna fly them back to South Carolina wherever they at, but you're gonna stay where you're at.
No, okay. For me, okay, say I hit a lick on something, right? Okay. Say we do just say the armor truck thing, right?
Okay.
You get that money. First of all, I can't go nowhere right now until I wash that money. That money's gotta be washed.
So money laundering.
It has to. You gotta wash that. That's how them dudes got.
They trace you right.
Yeah, right. That's how them dudes got caught in Darlington because they didn't wash the money. You gotta wash that money. You make a lot of. You break that. If you got nothing but hundreds, you break them hundreds down one by one, get changed, then you buy things one by like there's the ways you gotta wash that money. And then once I successfully do that, that's when I leave. Nobody's coming with me in the beginning.
That's what I say. You can.
Yet. You can. But as of right now, I need 6 months, 5 months, 4 months. Let me get myself straight, squared away, clear and make sure my own name is good. You still not gonna know what happened. To my family, I just want to scratch off. I got so excited, I burned it. You know what I'm saying? Like just simple things like that. Like they're gonna think, oh, he won the lottery. Congratulations to Danielle for winning the lottery. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm
gonna be so low key. Y'all ain't gonna know shit going on. Like,
my mama gonna know I got money though. I don't care none of the rest of my family. My mama gonna know.
I feel like I would only take realistically. I would probably only take one person.
Okay.
Max 2, maybe. But even then, I would probably just go ahead and take them with me because then if anyone questions it, I just look like I'm taking a family trip or I'm taking a trip.
Right.
It's okay.
If I just leave by myself out the blue.
No, I mean you gotta plan it. Like you put your little Facebook status, you be like, oh, going out of town, can't wait for vacay.
Right.
You know, like
but see, that's the
job
thing.
opportunity or to study abroad. Look at God blessing me.
I'm already like I don't post stuff like that, right? So why would that's gonna be real random?
Cortney, this is what you would do.
But that's how they would know it was significant though, because you ain't really been like they're gonna think, oh, Cortney just ain't
but that's
this is how Cortney would do hers. Cortney would do hers like this because she doesn't do posts like how me and you, Daniel. Cortney would share like an island and she would say, and a smiley face.
Right.
That's Cortney's
right. Or the one picture showing her toes in the sand or something like that.
Exactly.
I should do the emoji that's thinking like, that's Cortney's status. Or they like, I think she's on vacation. Yeah, she's probably,
Right.
All right, so let's go to the second topic.